Hey everybody, and welcome to The Binding of Isaac Ultimate Vanilla Run Edition. Now last episode was kind of bad. Tried some Blue Baby and did not have much success. I forgot to mention it in the episode, and hopefully this will be changing in the description below, but we did actually unlock a secret, and that was the Forgotten Horseman, otherwise known as Conquest, can now appear as a boss. It will be able to replace any other horseman boss that we end up fighting. This was actually unlocked by destroying 30 tinted rocks. So because I destroyed 30 tinted rocks over the course of all my runs, we ended up unlocking this. So that will hopefully be changing in the description on that video, since I know it currently lacks that, because with the run that went so bad, I kind of just presumed that we weren't going to end up getting any secrets at all. However, we did, so I am once again going to be playing Blue Baby, and hoping for more success. The main reason I want to do this, and I'm pretty sure I actually did say this last episode, but every single character gets a reward for beating the Womb 2 boss, the Cathedral, the Chest, and Satan. And the reward for Blue Baby for defeating the Womb is the D6 for Isaac, which will allow the game to become a lot more interesting, in my opinion. It's a lot more interesting to watch rather than just, oh, well, this is an item. Do I pick it up or do I let it, be? Because usually it's worth picking up items. Not always, but usually. And most of the time I'm taking items anyway, even if I'm not a particular fan of them, just so that you guys get to see what they do and how they interact with everything. However, if we get the D6, we also get to add this, well, do we re-roll it, or do we give up the D6 for this? Which I think makes the game a little bit more interesting, and it lets me show off a lot more items. So we're going to get started with Blue Baby here, and hopefully have a much more successful run than last time. So we start out with a Curse of the Labyrinth. So let's just check that boop. So we're going to need keys. We're going to need 2 keys, which is actually rather unfortunate. Although keys are easier to find in the early game than the late game, to be hurting for keys is always unfortunate. This also means that there's a really good chance we're not going to be going to the secret room at all, because XL4s didn't have a lot of viable secret room options. Clean up this room here. Nothing too difficult. So I'm not taking any bad damage yet. Well, I guess I could have. Alright, so we found one of our treasure rooms, which is good. We've got a tinted rock here with a golden chest, and Mom's Pearl. So I really want Mom's Pearl, actually, just because it gives a better chance of spawning soul hearts from non-specific red heart drops. So if a heart is going to drop, it has its own set probabilities for which kind of heart it is going to be. And if we have Mom's Pearl, that increases our chance of getting a soul heart, which obviously is significantly better for Blue Baby. So I'm really looking for a bomb right now. We've got one. Honestly, I think it's worth going up and blowing that tinted rock right now to get Mom's Pearl, because that is going to be a lot more floors that a lot more rooms in which we have that chance. I'm pretty sure I can't check if that's a secret room with this, but I'd rather really be safe and make sure I get the tinted rock. Alright, so I would love to see a skeleton key. I would absolutely love to see a skeleton key. It would make my day if I walk into a challenge room and find a skeleton key. We found the boss room, which is good. We at least know where it is. I don't want to go to it just yet, mostly because if I get a deal with the devil, I won't be able to take it. Actually, yeah. So, basement XLs, normally on the first floor of the basement you cannot get a devil room. I'll go into some of the mechanics of devil rooms in some of my Binding of Isaac University videos. I think it's the next one that I want to do, so I just have to plan it out and do it. But you normally can't get one on the first floor, but since the first floor is an XL floor, it behaves kind of differently. Unfortunately, our Mom's Pearl didn't help us there. So we found both of our treasure rooms. We're really just looking for keys. I've been bad and not been using the poop, which is really bad, because I could be finding good stuff out of these poops. It's basically just a normal poop, so anything that you have found in a poop before, I could find in this one, which includes actually quite a lot. Very nice. We get a soul heart. So I kind of broke a rule and used the poop twice in the same room. Luckily, it did not become indestructible. But we're currently running on 4 soul hearts, which is pretty good. I mean, we're at a net positive from where we started, which with Blue Baby is definitely a plus. This is going to be a small Excel floor. I'm going to be really sad if we don't get a single key. If we don't get a single key, this is... Okay, very good, very good. So if we don't get a single key, it's going to be bad. I'm going to use the poop. Forgot to use it in the last room. Oh, that was such bad damage. I thought I was going to fire in that direction, and I just messed up on my keyboard. Speaking of, I know that people have noted that my keyboard is really loud. I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. I really enjoy mechanical keyboards, which unfortunately tend to be loud. Alright, so we get an envy boss. We could maybe get an attack fly. If you remember from last time, if we get a blue one, killing it could spawn us that. It could also spawn us a tarot card, which something like Justice right now would be amazing. Or possibly something like 2 of Spades would also be good. Oh man. Those bounced off each other in a very inconvenient way. Luckily I managed to jam myself in the corner and not take damage. Hopefully, I'd rather see a blue one out of the second one. We won't necessarily get a blue one, but if we get one, I'd rather have it be later in the fight, because we have to try and keep the blue one alive. So far, no blue one. It's really not a terrible thing, even if I don't get something out of this fight. Okay, so we're not going to get anything out of this fight. I can just machine gun tears and hope to kill everything. I mean, we can still get drops and stuff, but we're not going to get an item. Attack fly would always be useful. Even if you're not paying attention to it, you can still get something from it. So, taking that poop. Abominable soul heart, so we're still pretty decently positive, which I'm not too sad about. So this is our last room. Oh man. We could still get something like the box from a boss, which I would actually welcome very much. Alright, so we got a second key. So we can check out both of the item rooms. I'm tempted to try and open one of those golden chests, but the chance of actually getting something out of it is really small. Like, if one of them were to drop a key, then it would obviously be totally worth it. But I've got no way of knowing, so I really just have to say no. Oh, the parasite. Okay, this will be fun. The parasite is going to make our shots fun. I should probably just pick it up. Split shot. So, as you can see, my tears are now a weird color. Whenever they hit an obstacle, they split into 2 tiers. Which means that you can do a lot of damage, and you can do tons of AoE clear. Which is always good. Yeah, there's a lot of places where there could be a secret room. I'm going to do this, though, to get that tinted rock, because there can be keys in tinted rocks. There we go. I mean, look at that blast radius. That's an awesome blast radius. I'm tempted to open one of those chests now. I believe this is Doctor's remote. Could be teleport. No, this is teleport. I'm gonna take it. It doesn't actually give you a chance to go to the I am air room, but it'll let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna try and run and grab the second pill while I use this, just in case that was a telepills. So that's a bad trip pill, but I can use my teleport to get out. I get to the shop. So here's the real question. There is a coin that I could get on this floor. So I could get the treasure map. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to open one of these chests, see if I can get a net positive out of it. So hard. Still good, but not what I was hoping for. You know what? I think I can check for the secret room like this, as well as get a scent. So this might give us a lot of options. Bob's Rotten Head. You know, I'm gonna take Bob's Rotten Head. It's a bomb that I can use, and that will give me the ability to maybe pick up some stuff that I otherwise wouldn't. It's a free bomb to use for a room. Yeah, it's not like an actual bomb. I do have to throw it, which means I have to get the direction right. But now I've got to decide, do I want the treasure map or do I want the soul heart? I'm going to take the treasure map. I could also take the key, but I'm going to take the treasure map because it's 50% off, which is a pretty good boon for the random chance of having something good in there. And end up with the treasure map at half price. That kind of counts as good and also being able to afford it. Now I'm going to go fight the bosses, because that's the only thing I've got left to do. Hopefully with the treasure map I'll be able to use Bob's Rotten Head to get into secret rooms. So you can see my tiers are splitting and hitting Larry Jr. multiple times. Well, when I'm shooting it from the side, my tiers are hitting him, which means I'm basically doing double damage. I need to give myself an escape here. This means I can just wreak havoc on him. Oh, Larry Jr. There we go. So, range upgrade. Not the worst thing in the world. It'll mean that my parasite will be a little bit more effective. And I'm not too worried about Monstro. So if you shoot a little bit off center, I can hit him with both tiers. Well, I can hit him with 2 of the 3 tiers that I effectively generate. It does take a little bit to make sure that you're off center, and that was a little close. But it's double damage, effectively, so you can't say no to that. Because I'm just eating through his health. And he's dead. So Mom's Coin Purse, I don't really have a choice, but we haven't seen these. Speed down. That's really unfortunate. Have we seen this one? I'm gonna forget now. No, we haven't seen any of these. Range down. Well, that's unfortunate. Tear sound. Oh my god. So this is literally the worst pill rotation ever. Do I want to do stupid stuff? I don't really want to do stupid stuff. Being Guppy would make this run easier, but I'd have to sacrifice a lot to get it. So I'm gonna hold off for my chance at Devil Rooms. What is this one again? Yeah, that's speed down. I should have picked it up, whatever. All my pills are bad, and because I'm a pill popper, somebody who likes to pop pills when you get them just to see if they're good or bad, this is going to hurt me quite a bit. Alright, well, we know where the secret room is, so let's try and get there sooner than later. Basically, Parasite's gonna let us get some collateral damage kills on the flies and stuff. Oh, that was bad. I backed myself into a corner. Corners are not your friend. Oh man, Curved Horn, I have to go with Mom's Pearl still. Curved Horn gives us +2 damage, and I'm pretty sure it's outside the formula, which means that it's just +2 on everything. Let's get into the secret room. If you notice, Parasite actually shot 2 tiers off of Bob's Rotten Head. It's because Bob's Rotten Head is actually treated as basically an explosive tier, which is pretty entertaining. The chance for soul hearts is more important than damage. I'm actually doing decent damage right now. I mean, not amazing damage. I wouldn't at all call this amazing damage. The Parasite basically just doubles our damage if we get to use it right. I guess I'm okay with that. I don't need to get a bomb to try and use the drop. Dangerous stuff happens in this situation. Because I'm going to hit those TNTs regardless. Soul heart. Very nice. Don't want to use the sacrifice room. I can feel myself being slow. I can feel how slow I am, and it's really actually a little scary. If we end up with a boss that has to do with running away from it, then I will be in some trouble. Trying to aim a little bit off center. Didn't quite work the way that I was hoping, but trying to back up and create some distance, which gives me the time to dodge between those tiers. Make sure that there's enough space between them. I might be able to pull this off. There we go. So basically we get a free key from using Bob's Rod and Head on stuff. Crack the Sky. It's not a terrible item, it does this, but it's really random, and I think Bob's Rotten Head is giving us a lot better utility. And as you can see, we just got a free key from it, which is kind of crucial right now, because we're running very low on just general supplies. I'm just strafing around this room so that I can avoid the 5 shots of those guys. They're pretty close together unless you've got a lot of distance. They're kind of hard to get in between in the middle of them. Obviously not going to end up getting that chest. We didn't really have much choice but for this to be the boss room at the end. It's something we haven't seen yet. Try to angle my shots here. Darn it. Come on, chest. Nothing amazing, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so I'm just going to have to be careful here. Unfortunately, I keep thinking Keeper is the item. Just gotta watch when he's jumping. I am slow, so this is gonna be really hard. I have to start moving immediately the second he looks like he's jumping. So I am really looking for some speed ups. Which means I wouldn't want just a speed up, so something like that was lucky. That was also very lucky. But the direction he chose to shoot his tiers just happened to not be the one place that we were standing. I'm looking for some speed up. I'm not looking for something like Roid Rage. Roid Rage would be a speed up. It's like 0.7 speed up, and that's all it is, even though it says range. It would be good speed, obviously. I don't mind being a little on the fast side, but yeah, something that's just pure speed like the belt, I'm not really all that fond of because I didn't get any other benefits out of that. Went to the secret room. Top secret room isn't worth looking for. Even with Bob's Rod and Head and being able to check one side for free, I'd rather have it. Son of a bitch. So we don't get our treasure maps bonus effect here, which basically just means that we don't get to find the secret room for free. I could still use the layout of the rooms to check. I can still try and create a mental picture in my mind of the rooms and go from there. But that's still not the easiest thing in the world, and if there's a lot of possibilities, then we don't necessarily benefit. I would love to see a key drop here, just to make sure we don't have to go any further. Thank you, game. And we keep getting used items. This is really, really bad. We are not really getting any passive power-ups. Oh, and this room is not good. Not good. I need to get a haven where I'm not going to take damage. I'm probably just going to end up dying on this floor. I'm really bad at this room. There's too many things going on the sides of the room to keep track of for me. You've got to dodge like 12 different things at once, which is really, really hard. And it's really difficult to bait out their directional shots. I almost stepped on spikes there, which would have ended it. So we get a nickel, which isn't bad. Means we can go to the shop. Hopefully I can find some spirit hearts there. I'm dead. I'm pretty much dead. If these keepers decide to come all the way to me, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. I do not have the damage to kill them, so if they decided to come at me, I was going to die. So we're only 20 minutes in. I really hate ending an episode right here, so I'm going to play one more. I don't want to end up with another 3-death run, but that run was really bad. We were getting no decent item ups. All of our pills were bad. All of them. I don't think there was a single one I would argue is positive. Something like Balls of Steel is like crucial to a Blue Baby run. If you have Balls of Steel, I might probably even take Mom's pills over the D6. Like, it's that good. Well, I guess we can find out early if our pills are any good, and then hate ourselves when they're bad. And I can't re-roll it, so I might as well take it. Just like Eve, it's the exact same item that Eve starts with the dead bird. If I take damage, it's going to start moving around the room and hitting stuff, which, considering how much I take damage, it's probably not a bad thing. It would be unfortunate if I really was using it a lot, but that's kind of how it works. No drop from the room, might as well kill him with poop. It's always a good idea to actually, you know, remember to use it. I could search for the top secret room using this. Very nice. I'm gonna check this out before I use the pill. Well, I can't use this anyway, and I can't bomb, so... We have a telepills, so there could be some shenanigans with the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor's not a bad card for us to use. It really only will be worth it if we hold on to it for the late game, but Monstro, I'm not too worried about this fight. Don't have any damage ups. Oh man, I don't know why I thought he was gonna jump. But now we've got the dead bird doing some damage for us. I don't know why I thought he was gonna jump. He just jumped so often. I was like, oh, he'll jump, and then he jumped, but you know, not high. Which basically just meant he got to hug me in the face. Really? Oh, this run's starting out amazing. Well, we get a coin purse, so we're gonna get to find out if our pills are good. I'll use my poop first. Bad guess. So we got 2 of those. Full health. That actually ended up being beneficial for us. And then tears down. So I know this is a bad guess. It's not worth keeping over the Emperor card. So our pills aren't terrible. That full health pill could actually come in handy. It'll mean that I can save myself from dying. It'll let me do some stuff like check out curse rooms. Because I can just go into them, know that I'm going to be below 3 hit points, 3 health, and then use it to get back up after I leave. Man, that was bad. Balls of Steel! Okay, Pretty Fly, I will take that. That's a really good pill. If we can get a full suite of orbitals off of pills, I will not be sad. That does, however, remove our chance of finding Halo and flies in the item room. That's actually probably a good thing. I have no way to avoid that. Okay, I probably did, but darn it. I was trying to lure it over here. But we do have a key for the item room, so I can't complain too much. And I guess just a free key here, so... Money equals power. Money equals power. I mean, I'm gonna take it. It's special, so I'm not gonna take it right away. I actually learned this trick from Biznap, which is, I mean, it's a good strategy. I probably should have thought of it myself. We've got a special item. We can pick it up. It's a damage up, which is going to be really nice, but because it's special, if I pick it up now, it'll lower my chance of finding any other special items. And there still are special items that I could possibly get. Even though there's no... Even though there isn't another treasure room on this floor, I could still get the pentagram from the boss, which is a special item. So if I pick that up, I basically remove my chance of finding the pentagram from a boss drop. Because it instantly drops it from a 16% chance of rerolling a special item to like a 76% chance. So you're not going to get a special item if you pick up one. I mean, it'll happen eventually, but for it to be the pentagram... That's right, Dead Bird, take care of these spiders. I was dumb enough to take... Oh, I'm salty about that. I know those spiders can cheat. I know they can, and I was thinking about it the second I walked too close. Luckily, you're not going to get anything off. Nickel's nice. It means that I can think about approaching the shop. Obviously, I can't actually do it right now. I mean, I could, but my chance of actually getting something would be slim. Although I could get a soul heart. Oh, why did I do that? I used poop on top of the spider web. Okay, so I don't know how that only did half damage, but it only did half damage. We get the Joker, which is literally going to be useless to us, because it takes you to the boss room. Or sorry, the boss room. It takes you to the devil room. I'm trying to use it as I go, because I don't actually... I mean, I would totally take one of these. I would absolutely take the pact, because it only costs 1 soul heart as Blue Baby, because you get 2 soul hearts back from it. But obviously I can't get it unless I get 3 soul hearts. I'm actually going to open the library. There's a chance that there could be a Book of Revelations. I definitely want the Book of Revelations. And, oh, I'm an idiot. I really should have taken it. My brain went, if I use it, I'll get a Horseman boss, which I don't want. I really do not. Spider, calm down. You're trying to cheat again, I know you are. The problem is, if I take it and use it now, I'll get a Horseman boss. I don't want a Horseman boss. And the reason I don't want a Horseman boss, I'm gonna go to the shop. I need to see if there's a soul heart in there. Because if I'm not gonna take the Book of Revelations right now, then I pretty much absolutely need another soul heart to protect me from dying. Well, there's a tinted rock right there, so I could also use a bomb. Let's see what we've got there, though. Well, there is a compass, which would be really useful, but obviously I can't afford it, so we're going to pick up this bomb here. If I'm lucky... I don't want to be spending money, because money equals power, but right now surviving is going to be more important than the damage. We've seen this pill. This is totally worth it. It's another Pretty Fly pill, which is amazing. So I don't have to pick up the Book of Revelations yet, which is good. I'll survive, hopefully at least to the boss fight. In fact, I think I will pick it up before I go into the boss fight and use it during the boss fight, just to give myself that 1 extra charge. I need to lure these out the right direction. Luckily, those two are not pathing properly. They're trying to cheat through the rocks, which we know is possible for some enemies, and I don't trust any enemies right now. Their ability to do or not do that. Luckily, they can walk out. We can also shoot in. Takes a little bit of practice, but really it's just finding the right angle. I need to stop doing that. The Hermit will immediately take us to the shop. It would have been nice to have gotten that before, but I think getting that bomb and getting those 2 soul hearts was absolutely critical. Granted, I didn't take any damage in that room, so I would have still technically lived. I'm still going to touch both of these. Even though telepathy for dummies is stupid. Oh, that did interesting stuff to my face. I'm Blue Baby, and yet I have a pink head. Yeah, that's some of the stuff that happens in Isaac now and again. Of course, now I'm back to normal, because I no longer have the effect of that, but... Pin, alright. Because I have a Pretty Fly pill, it's really not worth me getting a cube of meat, because a cube of meat's really only good for the fact that it does some contact damage. It's the only difference it really has over the flies. Pretty Flies will kill anything that comes in contact with them that is a fly-based enemy. Which... that was close. Which can be dangerous. I mean, if you've got boom flies and stuff, it will basically kill boom flies. Stuff like that. I'm actually not sure if it kills boom flies. They're fly enemies, but they're not really low in health. Either way, cube of meat does, I think, 7 contact damage every few frames that it's in contact with something. So, it's good damage, but I mean, you have to be close, and honestly, the biggest part about it is the shot blocking. You almost read my path there, Pin. And shot blocking is really, really critical for the late game bosses. Having a full suite of orbitals is worth tons of damage. You notice you can actually shoot Pin while he's underground after doing that. Like that fly just blocked that tier. I don't think that tier would have hit me. So we killed him. We get the double deal. I can take the pact. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm taking that pact. I'd like to take Mom's knife, but I can't afford to do it. So I'm not. I need to go back and get money equals power. You know what? I'm going to be silly. This is just going to be faster, that's all. Since I'm going to have to leave it on this floor anyway. So we're only getting a whopping 0.08 damage up right now, because we've got 2 cents. But this means that if we get lucky and find nickels, dimes, stuff like that, we're going to see a really big benefit off of it. Because I mean, that's effectively a lot of the smaller damage ups are 0.3, 0.4, which is 10 cents. It incentivizes me to not take anything out of shops, which I'm okay with. I'm not really running specifically high on keys or money. Double room strike still there. I really wish I could take Mom's Knife. We haven't yet had a Mom's Knife run. In fact, I think I'm going to have to make the quick guide video before I post this, just so that I can actually put my annotation on it. So right now we're looking to not take a full heart of damage every 6 rooms so that we can stay neutral. But we're also looking for money. This room wasn't too challenging. We haven't seen this yet. Luck down. I'm a little sad about that. It's not the greatest. So as I've mentioned in a few videos, luck down actually increases your chance of chests, which is normal chests and golden chests, which isn't bad, but it leads to this problem of if you don't have keys and it starts spawning tons of golden. Oh my gosh, I don't like this room. And it starts spawning tons of golden chests, you just end up hurting really bad because you don't end up getting full drops from rooms. Instead of getting even like a single penny of drop, you end up with a chest that you can't possibly open. And let's face it, there are golden chests that drop absolute crap. So I'm actually doing some okay dodging here. Nothing too sour. I really don't like the keepers here because they'll basically cost me money, which is damage. Granted, I only have 2, so it's not a ridiculous thing. But it's definitely, every little bit helps. I forget what this is. This is Pretty Fly. So we now are running on full orbitals. I really wish I had gotten a key. But we're running on full orbitals, which is actually really nice. It's going to save us a lot of trouble, and hopefully save us taking a lot of damage. Especially because we've got catacombs in. So we've already got another library. Chances are I'm not going to open this one because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be really wanting keys right now, especially with that luck down. Also, I don't have the D6, so it's going to be really hard for me to shuffle that pool. This is why Dead Bird is silly. That is a neutral fly. It cannot currently take damage. So I'm tempted to... Yep, okay, I was going to say I'm tempted to try and get these guys to reveal the secret room for me. Because it looked like that was a pretty good chance. Top secret room cannot be off of this room. Okay, that was close. Shoot. Well, I shouldn't have used the Book of Revelations. I'm dumb. So we're going to get a Horseman boss. This really isn't worth it. We're going to get a Horseman boss. We're going to get another Keeper room, which I stupidly jammed myself in a corner again. When I say don't jam yourself in a corner, I really mean it. Don't do it. Always give yourself an escape route, even if it's an inconvenient one. It's always better than getting hit. That shot definitely got blocked by one of my orbitals. The corner things are very much do as I say, not as I do, because I'm really bad about getting myself blocked in corners. But you're back to the wall. Man, this is why catacombs are really obnoxious. Because these keepers do... And if you stand still, they're not going to hit you with their tears, but they will just charge you. And there's a lot of bad room layouts, because they've got a lot of health, so killing them before they get to you, just like the first half of this episode, is not a simple task. Alright, so we're getting a lot of bombs. It's not necessarily bad. Alright, so we're going to have this room again. Really not liking this, but luckily we managed to take it out. And it's giving us the avenue to kill it now before it gets to us. Spawning more chests. Flat penny. Yes, I will take this 1,000 times over. This could very well solve our problems entirely. Every single time we pick up a coin, there's a 50% chance to get a key. Which basically means might actually get benefit off of this golden chest thing, because golden chests could possibly have coins in them. Okay, we didn't get it, but hey, we're hoping We're hoping. And my luck down is still only a -1, so it's not like we have a ridiculous chance to spawn stuff, but it's definitely up there. Bombs. Don't really want bombs. I'm gonna try and finish off the Book of Revelations, get another charge for it before I go down to the next floor. Just so that I've got some leeway. So, even though I use it again, I can't make the boss of this floor, you know, twice a horseman, which would be really weird. And I didn't get a key. I really would like to get into my item room. Like, I'm sitting here thinking on maybe going to the cursed room. We got a tinted rock, which is definitely good for us. We've got pestilence here, and it's a champion version of pestilence. Instead of normal creep, he just drops white creep, which I believe is just a slow creep. I don't think it does anything other than that. It's like any other white creep. Which means that my life's a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about microing as hard. Getting around all the green creep that could possibly hurt us. Luckily those shots got blocked by my pretty flies before I took any damage. Getting 2 red hearts, and obviously a cube of meat. Our chance of getting... Okay, so we got a small rock. I'm okay with that. That's a nice damage up. Oh, but I can feel that slow. I think it's only a 0.1 slow, but I really feel it. I'm gonna check for top secret rooms. Wow, first try. Red chest. Oh, come on, game. Why you do this to me? This is probably a bad choice. I will go ahead and say that now. Probably a bad choice. But because I can, I'm going to. And I actually should have done this before. Damn it. So the Book of Revelations is not really all that helpful anymore. I'm going to die in here. Or this is going to happen, and I'm not going to be able to take either of them. I probably would have liked the mark. But there's not much I can do about it now. There's actually a chest that I can bomb to. I forgot about this chest. But since I've got so many bombs, I might as well. It's got money or keys in it. Yes, we can go to the item room. That was critical. Obviously, this item room could still be crap, but... So this is the second time we've seen this combination. The sack of pennies drops a coin after the completion, I want to say, of every 2 rooms. But that means that our damage is just going to keep going up. We're going to get free 0.04 damage every 2 rooms. Granted, I've got 9 lives, so I could end up dying a lot. But the trade-off is that there's a really good chance that I just end up powering through an enemy. Which I think is definitely on the positive side. The 1 heart every single time you respawn, yeah, it's a little crucial, it's a little brutal. You can't abuse 9 lives as much as you can with a normal red heart person, because you can kill yourself with deals with the devil, which is always nice. Okay, it's possible to get that. It is possible. You can go through spikes horizontally and not on an angle, but I am nowhere near good enough to actually do it. Nice, I will take that. So we didn't get a key off of that coin, but I mean this coin bag is going to give us money and it's going to possibly give us keys. So now we're set for keys on the floor, definitely. Our damage is pretty nice right now. I could be silly and try and get these guys to blow this up. Like, I do it so often, but I've got 5 bombs. I'm a cheap ass. If it accidentally kills me. Okay. Thank you for your contribution. I really don't need the key, but we might as well open the shop. This is actually what I was hoping for. We could actually farm greed by dying, which actually doesn't sound like a terrible idea, but at the same time, I don't feel like farming creep with deaths. I'd rather farm a boss with deaths. We are set for keys, and we get some health up. I'd really actually like to not use the Book of Revelations anymore. I like the Book of Revelations, don't get me wrong, but I really don't think it's worth it. Not to get Horseman Boss when I'm already running full orbitals. Getting the later cubes of meat, bad. They're not terrible, but they also have their downsides, like pushing bombs around. They lose you an orbital because it's no longer an orbital once it. Yeah, no way. I'm not even gonna annotate that. People who watch my stuff know by now that that's Cat of Nine Tails, and Cat of Nine Tails is bad, and it should feel bad. I didn't really jump on board the whole shot speed is bad bandwagon. I didn't really jump on that right away, but once you start thinking about it, you kind of go, there's really no reason. This is the doctor's remote. This isn't really worth me taking. Basically, it lets me drop a bomb somewhere. But you know what? I'm going to use it here. Let's try this. Darn. I was hoping to just get that sent. Hope it would bounce the right way. The Book of Revelations is going to give me some incentive to try and find the boss early so that I can use it for the rest of the floor. Because obviously once you use the Book of Revelations, if the boss has already been fought, it can't change the boss. I'm also debating whether or not I should have used the boss here. Because I very much could. I very much could. I have the bombs to do it. Sweet. And now I really have the bombs to do it. It could be really useful, and it would give me more weight into my Book of Revelations, or more just general, you can do this sort of thing. If I can get myself up to 3 soul hearts and deal with the devil, is actually pretty good, because I could kill myself for it still, and not have to worry. Or I can just get myself really low and not have to care, because if I die, then hell, I die, you know? That's kind of what I'm hoping I'm doing, and that's the best way to abuse the dead cat. Unfortunately, now I forget if it was this run or last run that we saw Guppy's Paw. I think we've already seen it, so I can't actually become Guppy. Keepers! Actually, I can't stand still. I'm pretty sure that they are not close enough that their shots can harm me. Is it worth the bomb for the chest? Yeah, it is. Very much worth it. Hell yes. We are at 28 cents. I'm liking it. This room is annoying. Not really annoying, just annoying enough. Neutral flies and spiders. I have the damage, I think, to one-shot spiders. And my orbitals will one-shot these flies, or I can just back out of the room. Or I can do that and make myself look silly. Not that it's really that big of a deal. I think I am going to try and exploit the crap out of this. I really think I am. If I can get a pentagram off it, then it'll totally be worth it. If I don't get a devil room, then I will exploit the crap out of it. So I'm going to walk into the boss. It's the husk. I will use this just so that I can not die for sure. Still take some damage there because I'm silly. Actually, I want to take damage from this guy, but I'm not going to get a deal with the Del Room. Get a range out. Let's start this. I'm going to do it. There's really no reason for me not to. I'm basically, this is an abuse of the game. It's not really breaking the game, but by killing myself in the boss room with the dead cat, I end up fighting the boss again, which means that I can get up to 8 items. Since I had 9 lives, I've already gotten 1 range up. I can kill myself with bombs. I've got enough to do it. Oh, the game definitely lagged a little bit there as it exploded and he spawned. You still have to defeat the boss and get the item, which makes it a little difficult if you've only got 1 health. So we get a soul heart here, and we get the sun. This is a telepills. So now I have to avoid picking up that soul heart because killing myself doesn't actually benefit me if I have health. The whole idea is that if you get health ups, you don't actually pick them up. You can pick up anything else, and I was actually tempted to not pick up the box just because of that. But I figured, why not? You unlocked something cute. I'm not actually sure what the condition for that is. I want to guess that it's defeating alternate bosses. The Wrath of the Lamb DLC bosses is what I'm guessing. But once again... Oh no! Why ever did I accidentally set that bomb? I mean, on purpose set that bomb. The Husk is just an easy fight. And I guess I can use that soul heart if I'm about to fail. But I'm basically looking for the pentagram. Or to exhaust the devil, or exhaust the item pool. Pageant Boy is actually okay for us right now. It's going to grant us a lot of keys, as well as more damage, which obviously is good. Dang it, I picked up that soul heart. Oh well. This is going to actually make it impossible, I think, for me to exploit all the lives. I'm going to end up with 2 left. I guess that's why the cookie crumbles, though. I didn't see that that coin landed right on top of it. Fortunately, we've got all the red hearts in the world sitting on top of this. I'm actually a little surprised. I wasn't sure if using the Book of Revelations was going to cause the boss to become a Harbinger after. But I guess we fought one on the previous floor, so I'm just silly. Meat is a HP up, so I'm not going to take it. Oh, I think I just blew my chances. I'm dumb. I don't remember. I don't think this works. I think I was stupid and left. No, it actually still works. Okay. I do not do this exploit very much because I very rarely take the dead cat. Taking the dead cat to me is either I've got a really good chance of beating Guppy. Another HP up. I'm okay with this. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this now. I think if I step into the boss room, excuse me, we're doing some rigorous testing. This is rigorous testing right here. I stepped out of the room and stepped back in. What happens? Now I teleported to the other side of the room because I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, the other side of the floor. You can actually see the boss room up in the map is now gray. So yeah, this works. You just have to kill yourself in the boss room. It doesn't matter. You can go do other stuff. So that's actually pretty interesting, honestly, because I didn't know any of that. Shot speed up, but it's an HP up. I actually don't have a choice to take it right now. I'm gonna have to take it before I take the other stuff. Said I don't absolutely hate shot speed. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I notice it doing stuff, and it's stuff that's just not always convenient. Because the entire thing is whether or not you're used to it. If you're used to the way it's going to do stuff, then I'm sure shot speed doesn't matter. 8 ball, another shot speed up. Well, I guess we're going max shot speed this run. So now I'm out of bombs, but I'm on my last life, so I'm going to pop my Book of Revelations here, just so that the chance of me actually dying during this fight is even lower. I figure the chance of me actually dying on this fight are pretty low to begin with, just because of my orbitals, also combined with the fact that my damage is pretty high, and I haven't taken damage in most of these fights, except for one. I think I took damage, so... So, we actually get some good stuff here. I'm going to approach from this way just in case they're really bouncy. So we get Squeezy. Stem cells. Breakfast, and so we get some damage up, a lot of hit points. 2 hearts, which is absolutely useless to us. It's the Emperor. What's the other one? The Sun. Sun's good, but I'd rather have the Emperor, I think. I'm gonna want it for the later floors. But I mean, this is what exploiting the dead cat does to you. It can give you a lot of hit points and other stuff. For Blue Baby, it's not as useful, and I'm actually thinking about going in here just because I've got the health 2 right now. I know that sounds horribly like an evil laugh, but I'm going to take the damage up, and I'm going to take the dead cat, and we're going to see if we can do it again. Wow, okay. Silly, but funny. I don't have any bombs right now. I'm gonna go check out the shop. But my damage up is now crazy good. Yes, it will prevent Super Greed from dropping the quarter, which would make it effectively free in the future. But on the benefit, I get that 1 damage up right now. Oh, that's right. We had a greed fight. Should I go get the cat of 9 tails? Like, should I just do it? My shot speed is max, I just want items. My speed is also pretty nice now. I'm no longer slow. That's from the wooden spoon. I kind of noticed that during the other boss fight, but my range is also max, effectively. Well, that was unfortunate, I shouldn't have taken that damage. But that damage is really good. That was a red heart, not actually beneficial to me. I was hoping for something else like a bomb drop. I need to start getting up to the bomb drops required. Alright, so now if I use the Book of Revelations, I'm going to get a Harbinger on the next floor. Which is not really what I want. Because then, if you try and abuse Harbinger, you just end up with boss items. Or sorry, boss items, not boss items. You end up with cubes of meat. All the cubes of meat. I could switch to the Liberty Cap. I don't know if there's actually a bug with Liberty Cap, because Liberty Cap gives you a random mushroom effect as you switch between a few different rooms. So you can actually change which effect you're getting by moving back and forth between different rooms. I think you could actually have, so right now I picked up a different effect. That effect changed. I'm pretty sure there's a weird bug where if you end up getting the large odd mushroom, you can see I got a hit point. Oh, we just found the mother of exploits, didn't we? I don't know. Does it set which effect you get for each room? I don't know all that much about the Liberty Cap. I know what it does, but I don't know the nuances of what it does. Because it changes every couple rooms, but if it changes every couple rooms, you know, what's the draw? What's the pull? Can you just go back and forth until you get... So yeah, see, now we're in different form. I mean, if you're going into a room where there's combat, then yeah, you know, you're not going to get a benefit from it. But if you can just walk back and forth between a few different rooms and just eventually end up with the large odd mushroom effect, and as Blue Baby exploit that, like, I don't know if it has a set number of times it can change per floor, stuff like that. I'd actually really like to look at the code on it. Just to see, but obviously, well, not obviously I can't, but at the moment I can't. Obviously there are people who've done it, so there has to be a way. I think it would be pretty interesting, but this'll... I have 23 keys. I should be pretty set. So I want to try this, because if this will just slowly give me 1 health as we go throughout dungeons. Alright, so we've got zombies, which is actually going to be rather difficult in this room layout, but I've got the damage to deal with them, so I'm not too worried. I've got the speed to stay away from globins. I'm probably going to start buying bombs. If we end up with an easy... If we end up with a relatively easy boss, I will probably very much kill myself again. I still have to actually collect the bombs to do it, because doing it for HP ups alone isn't worth it. And they're useful, and with red-hearted people, they last longer, right? But with Dead Cat, it's definitely not as useful. As much as I wanted to leave and make my explosion radius bigger, that probably would have just ended up getting me killed. I didn't quite make it. And I won't make it on this one either. But this will still be net profit right here. And this will just clear the way entirely. So I still net profited some bombs. I probably should have waited and see if I could end up getting flight. This is a room in which I very well could die. I really need to finish my exploit of the game, the dead cat, before I hit the womb, because that'll actually end up being really bad for me. Shoot. I saw that as a possibility, because I'm actually really bad at dodging these guys. But I actually went to use my Book of Revelations and did not have the time. So, the dying once is going to cost me an item from the boss. But I want to find the boss soon. I want to find the boss quickly, so that I can use my Book of Revelations. Well, that's really good. I'm not going to use the red patch. Liberty Cap right now is, I think, significantly better. Oh, we found the boss room, which is good. And now that I found out that you can... I don't know, maybe if you clear other rooms, it won't work. Fuck it. Monster 2 is actually pretty good, because you can just lock him in this infinite loop of firing and not care. But as you can see, this knockback is actually getting really annoying. Running barely in front of him. Did not get enough in front of him there. I actually want to take some damage from him. That's dog food. We're gonna keep exploiting this. I'm not gonna be able to pick up any of these until I leave the floor. Oh man, he didn't. I'm pretty sure there's actually, he has to jump at least twice when he jumps. I'd really like to not pick up that HP up, but I have failed at blocking him in. Which is why, this is why Monster 2 is a tough boss. Luckily my dead bird is doing some work on him, so I don't have to worry as much. I still have to make sure he fires. Jesus Juice, that is another special item. We've got the lives to do this. Oh shoot, okay, so that was a mistake. I'll have to explain that one. But let's do this for now. Basically, if you, for whatever reason, are pressed up against a wall, like are actively moving against a wall, explosions will not harm you. I don't know how robustly this has been tested. I know that it has been, because of things such as Kamikaze. The item that is arguably really bad, but also isn't. Because if you're using Kamikaze and you're pressing yourself against a wall, you won't take damage. Another HP up. So there's a pretty good chance that I will die again before the end of this game. However, since I don't have any way of killing myself, and neither does he doesn't have a way that I can kill myself after the fact. I'm just going to have to hope for other bombs on the rest of this floor. But I don't want to exploit anything past this, because chances of succeeding are very slim at that point. I'm a little speedy because of... So because I only have half a heart, and I'd really like to not have half a heart, let's just keep going with this. This will also be another test. I've cleared another room besides the boss room, and now I kill myself in the boss room. Will it work? I think it's a worthwhile test, to be honest. I don't know what'll happen, but since I still have 6 lives, and I really don't think I can exploit anything beyond this, I think it was worthwhile. So we're gonna find out. And it appears as though it is going to work. So I need to keep him doing this. Luckily my range is large enough. I really would like to get my dead bird close enough that it... Dead bird's kind of stupid. My biggest concern is that my knockback is moving him, and if it moves him a little bit to one side, so we're getting a lot of HP ups instead of other stuff that I'd rather have. I mean, I really want the pentagram, but it's a special item, and we've already picked one up, so there's a pretty decent chance it's just going to get re-rolled. We've yet to find the item room as well, and I don't think Liberty Cap has yet to proc on the HP up, which would be really convenient. Would be very, very convenient. Hint, hint, Liberty Cap. Especially on these floors where I have, yeah, a pretty good chance of dying like that. Oh man. So my Book of Revelations is active. I might use it. Maybe not on this room, because I'm probably not going to take damage on this room. There's still a chance that I could, but it is less likely. I don't know what those guys are doing. I will gladly... Oh, well, they stopped having their party in the corner once I actually said, hey, I'm going to kill you. Sure. And we've got a decent tier up right now, so I'll take it. It looks like we're not going to get any more bombs on this floor, or at least it's unlikely. Another library. I could find something useful in there, perhaps. I might take Book of Belial if it's an option. But I might as well open it. There's really no reason for me not to. Anarchist Cookbook. Okay, I'll use that to kill myself once. Like, that's definitely a thing. I'm also going to enter the curse room. Well, I'll kill myself with the curse room later. I have to remember to not pick up any HP before I do that, though. Or I could use it... I could use the Anarchist Cookbook. No, I think I'm going to use it to kill myself after a boss fight. There might be a way that I can make it work without... The chances of me actually getting that chest are pretty slim. So let's try it. Bam. Died in the boss room, so let's do this. I'm still gonna have 3 lives left. Oh man. That's interesting. I didn't know that would happen like that. Oh my, so I accidentally killed myself. But I've got one more chance at this. Which is okay. If I end up with 0 lives, I'm not going to be exploiting anything else unless I get to really low health later on, which if I get to really low health later on, I'm probably doomed. And a single exploit of a boss isn't going to help. So this quad shot is it. And I get the pentagram. Aw, yes. Okay, so what I'm first going to do is I'm first going to go all the way back. I'm going to get my Book of Revelations, and I'm also going to enter the cursed room. It'll kill me, but I will be at 1 hit. I'll be at 1 life left at that point. And as I said, if I were to die again and come back with 1 soul heart, I wouldn't be getting anywhere. So it's not that big of a concern to me. I really don't want to use the telepills though, so I'm not. I'm definitely not going to use the telepills at any point in time right now. I forgot my Book of Revelations is currently active. I have full charge on it, is what I mean. So I could not kill myself on this, but honestly, at this point, why not? There's really no reason for me to not kill myself. So I die, I'm at 1 life, and then we just go from here. Technically, it says I have not explored that cursed room, even though I have. It just presumes that you haven't, because normally it doesn't matter. If you die in a room, you die in a room. You have 1 life, you're dead. Or if you die in the middle of the fight, per se, you know, like if you've got a 1-up, you can actually do this as well, I'm pretty sure, because it's a respawn item, and it works in the same way. Don't quote me on that one, because I'm not 100% sure, I haven't tried it. But we get the pentagram, which is some nice damage up. Food, so we're getting some hit points. Jesus Juice is some more damage, it's another special item. So we're sitting on top of 3 special items, our chance of actually getting other stuff is really small right now. But yeah, off we go. Challenge room, golden chest, I will probably try that at some point. Our kamikaze flies are doing great damage. We're getting really up there in terms of money. Unfortunately, we're not getting soul heart drops. Here's our item room. Almost forgot that we get items. That kamikaze fly finally died. It was still around. Teleport. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we get teleport again. No chance for Del Room, but I will actually take it into the mom fight, most likely. It'll let me save the Emperor card, which is what I would love to do, because before I would probably use it to see if I got to deal with the devil. Chances are I'm not even going to, though. The chances of me taking a deal with the devil at this point are really slim. I mean, what do I have to gain from a deal with the devil? I guess the nail. The nail would be worthwhile. But that's about it. You get greed? I was actually kind of hoping for greed, because I'm going to whip his ass. Be really sad that I got a Steam sale. I'm gonna pick it up anyway. There's no reason for me not to. And it means that I don't have to annotate it, per se. This room is a lot more controlled for me than that other one where I died. Well, took a lot of damage last time. This is, I believe, telepills. I will telepills after mom, actually. Not directly after mom. I think what I will do is I'll keep this. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep the Emperor just in case. I'm going to use the teleport to get out of the mom fight. I'll probably check, see if I gotta deal with the devil. I really don't care. Because that teleport does not have a chance of bringing me to the I Am Air Room, I wouldn't mind going to the I Am Air Room. So we've got an arcade. I'm not going to play it yet. If I end up with extra cents on the floor, I might, but chances of that happening are not yet high. 85 cents, I can still pick up 15 cents on the floor. Chance of getting more than 15 cents on the floor isn't phenomenal. It really all depends on what my coin sack, or coin purse? No, it's not a coin purse, because the coin purse is the pills. Sack of pennies, that's what it is. Depends on what my sack of pennies drops. If it were to suddenly drop a dime, well, I can't get that. That would be shenanigans, and yes, I'd probably end up with 99 cents on the floor. At this point, that's a huge damage up right now, that 87 cents. 3.4? Yeah. With some change in there, but... Use Book of Revelations. Can't change bomb into a horseman. It just cannot happen. What is this, though? 2 of clubs. Yeah? Oh, darn it. 2 of clubs is... Why do I always forget that? 2 of clubs is bombs. 2 of spades is keys. I thought it was keys, and I was like, yes, please. So I'm going to get this. I mean, a key for that and whatever drops. Yeah, I played this poorly. I opened that because there's a chance of other stuff dropping from it. And at this point, I'm so high on keys. I should look for the secret room. There's a lot of places it could be. Like, a lot. I'm looking at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Sorry, only 5. 5 places right now it could be, and that's without having explored the rest of the floor. Probably not worth my bomb effort. Fighting the top secret room honestly might even be easier. Alright, so we're running on crazy cash right now. We're almost at max damage. I am going to open this. Because why not? Chance of more tarot cards. That might not be a bad thing, actually. Liberty Cap, I don't think has served us particularly well. But I think that's mostly because I don't know the full range of how to exploit it. Which is thus totally my fault. I'm one-shotting Eyeless Ooze if I hit them with all 4. That's crazy. We are at 98 cents. Should I walk between some rooms here and see if I haven't noticed if I've gotten the odd mushroom, the large odd mushroom effect. So I'm gonna grab the teleport. We're going to go to the mom fight. Hopefully crush mom. Absolutely destroy her face. This would be the best end result of this. It depends on what mom we get. I would love to see red mom, because red mom's easy mom. But I don't think that the enemies are going to be that big of a deal because I have so much damage right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say that even blue mom wouldn't be too challenging. The game is of course going to... Okay, well, it gives me normal mom. So normal mom's normal mom. But as you can see, I don't have to worry about these enemies like at all. So I'm really just focusing on killing her. Oh, and I'm forgiven. This is Mini Mush. I got Mini Mush for this fight, which actually is helping me out because my bad reaction time on mom's foot suddenly shadow. I don't do anything about it. Oh man, that's like a 1 in something stupid chance of seeing one of those guys. Pretty sure we didn't get a deal with the devil. But the way we're gonna do this is... Okay, those are bombs. I'm tempted to go for those bombs, sadly. 2 bombs would always be nice. So I'm gonna come back here, grab my Book of Revelations. Despite the fact that I look really fast in some of these rooms, it's only because it's ticking to the mini mush. Unfortunately, the exploit that I thought I would have is definitely not as good. I thought the Liberty Cap would give me a large odd mushroom significantly more often than it has. It might also be some weird interaction with the way that you lose health when you have it active. We did get a deal with the devil. I don't... Krampus. Okay, I'm totally cool with this. This is actually perfect. And the reason it's perfect is because it's Krampus. I will get the... Assuming I do not die in this fight, I will get the lump of coal, and since I have such long range, I can really exploit that. You can watch the tiers getting bigger as they travel. It's a little trippy and kind of hard to follow. I'm sure that my frame rate is going to be higher than the YouTube video's frame rate. But I think I'm recording at like 60 FPS right now, and my editing software doesn't have a 60 FPS stuff, so I'm kind of stuck in regards to that. But that's extra damage just tacked right onto the end, which is really nice. I'm really close to getting another Spirit Heart. We're about to enter the womb, and that's a little scary in and of itself, but I've got a lot of damage, and I've got the Emperor card, so I might honestly just fully save that all the way to Isaac if I can. Because here's... Well, we're going to find out. Because I'm fast enough that I think I should be able to do this. I'm going to run, use the telepills right as I hit that card. And I missed. But it doesn't matter. I didn't get a deal. Or I didn't get an I Am Air Room, so I'm going to go back and get the Emperor card. The I Am Air Room could have been really helpful. Who knows? We've already seen me pick up Polyphemus in an I Am Air Room. So there's literally no way of knowing what's gonna happen. I'm tempted to blow up some of the stuff in the... I'm at 99 cents. I'm at 99 cents. I don't have Lucky Foot, though. Is it worth 0.04 damage for a chance at health? I mean, I could gamble myself to oblivion here. I will put in 4 cents. Rusty key literally does nothing. Hierophant. I call worth. I call totally worth. I'm not going to push my luck any further than that, though. I'm going to blow you up because you can give me a bomb. You don't, you give me sense, which is also acceptable. I'm going to keep my own bomb. I could blow up one of the other ones, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. I'm doing so well off on my money. You know what? I'm going to find more money. I will. It's going to happen. I'm going to get myself back down to 95 cents. I think it's worth the risk. This machine has already proven itself to be nice. A Wheel of Fortune. Oh man. Oh man. I don't want to leave it. I don't want to leave the card, so we're going to do this. I'm just going to make sure that the blast radius is big enough. Okay, so you can only blow up one of these at a time. You've been nice to me. I'll put in another cent. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Give me cancer. I don't care how bad that sounds. We're firing really, really fast. Cancer is always worth it in Isaac as a trinket. All I can think of when I start talking about the cancer trinket is how it sounds completely out of context. And it sounds absolutely horrible out of context, so obviously. So, I would call this a very good floor. We have technically 3 more floors. But we are doing tons of damage. Oh, that's right. That's also part of it. Yeah, I think I just condemned myself to a horseman. But honestly, at this point, it's worth it. I mean, it's not really worth it, but I need the health. I really need the health. It's not worth me sitting around and sitting on top of health that I could be just racking up. Eternal Heart, there's no point in me holding on to it or letting it sit in the room because it actually right now doesn't act as health for me because normally it is treated as red heart. For those who don't remember, Eternal Hearts, if you have one of them, if you have half of one, when you leave and go to the next floor, it becomes a new heart container. And when you collect a second half of an Eternal Heart, it immediately becomes an extra heart container on the current floor. So for me, if I go to the next floor, I'll get another Spirit Heart for it. And if I pick up another one, I will get a Spirit Heart right then and there because an extra heart container for Blue Baby is just a Soul Heart. However, because it is treated as Red Heart, that's tempting. I get a bomb. But because it counts as Red Heart damage, because it counts as a Red Heart, like it gets taken after Soul Hearts, it gets taken by blood donation machines. Technically, if I take it damage to the point where I only have my half of an Eternal Heart, I will die. Because Blue Baby cannot have red heart, and it won't just give you the Soul Heart. So, it's worth noting that it doesn't actually protect you, so picking them up immediately is definitely not bad for you. I would actually love to see a beggar, because I'm going to have excess cents sitting around. There's no shops to spend it in, and I'm just going to leave the cents that drop. So if I do get a beggar, I still end up closer to net positive. That was a reflexive pickup. I'm going to go get that. That's Soul Heart. I'm really tempted to try to get to the secret room. That's actually really good for me. It's good because we can't see any tinted rocks. All the rocks are red. There is no way to tell a tinted rock from a normal rock. So you pretty much just have to hope. I can actually use Cube of Meat to my advantage here, as it will slowly kill this man. I should have moved. I wasn't paying enough attention. Do I want to clear more rooms? I really don't, actually. Yep, so I doomed myself to death. Like, not literally dooming oneself to death, as that would sound. But I doomed myself to fight Death, who is already in this phase. Who I would like to kill before he spawns more zombies. Damn it, the horse hit me. Bullfighting. That's basically what this is right now. Don't know how much health it's got. But now our cube of meat will shoot very slowly in comparison to us. I did, I think, net gain health on this floor, so I am totally okay with just calling it. I'm going to try and save the Emperor card for as long as I possibly can. I really am. If I can save it for Isaac, I will be very happy, because the Cathedral it just has a lot of really hard rooms. I need to stop just picking up that stuff. This would be a really good chest run, I think. I keep picking up money. Those are rough. I don't remember what this is. It's a bad gas bill. And this is the stars. Let's see if I can do this. Because the stars, I believe, takes me... It's a random teleport, actually, right now. I don't want to use it. There's going to be some extra sense laying around. I have the opportunity to maybe get some more soul hearts. I'm going to try and take it. The curved horn. Plus 2 damage. Once again, very, very tempting. Another Emperor card. Huh. I actually might do the reverse. Very nice. I might actually do the reverse of what I was originally planning. Marry and reproduce. Yeah, I don't think Blue Baby is good for that. I'm going to 90 cents. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this Emperor card, and I'm going to try and grab this Emperor card at the same time. First I'm going to blow this up, and this up. Tiny chest. Okay, nothing beneficial there. I didn't pick it up. So I'm going to fight It Lives, which isn't bad. I've got the health to do it. And then I can fight my... Oh, this is a long path back. I'm going to fight my way back to that arcade. And the reason I'm going to fight my way back to the arcade because getting that Emperor card by fighting my way through these rooms is going to be easier than fighting through the Cathedral. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be a successful Blue Baby run. At the very least, I'm going to unlock the D6. They cannot take that from me. A Devil Room is just going to be down to show. So I'm not going to bother. We'll avoid going to the Cathedral just yet. That was close. Yeah, I mean, okay, we're already almost up to the sense we need. Oh, look, it's our friend the Husk. We killed you like 8 times. 7 times. How does that make you feel, Husk? Yeah, this isn't going to be a challenging path at all. Maybe get another Book of Revelations charge. I'm not going to be at max money. Maybe I'll complete another room just to do that. Cursed Skull, no. Should I? I'm gonna at least go grab my card first, just in case there are shenanigans. I'm gonna unlock this. Nope. Sometimes it has other stuff in it. You never know. That's the stars card. Don't want that. I do want this though. Obviously, that's why I came back. Bomb my key. I am going to clear another room. Luckily, I picked an easy room. I do have to clear, like, I think 3 or 4 more rooms, actually, if I want to get back to full sense, if there are no penny drops. I mean, it's 0.04 damage, guys. I know... I'm flirting with danger, but I'm a little overconfident right now. Just a little. Because we're running pretty good on health. Granted, we don't have anything like Polaroid invincibility, but we're doing tons of damage. We've got a full suite of orbitals, which I could not ask for more. We're doing lots of damage. I think we're like 4 or 5 damage up in the formula, which is really good. I mean, we've got quad shot, which means I think I'll hit 2 or 3 of them. I don't think I can hit all 4 of them on Isaac unless I'm right in there, which obviously I don't want to be right in there without any form of invincibility. Let's do this. Let's do it. So he's going to shoot a lot, which our orbitals are really going to help. If we wanted to, we could just say, hey, let's play the damage game. Either I win or you win. Either my orbitals protect me enough from your damage, I'm just going to stand here. But I don't think that's a good idea. I don't really ever think that's a good idea. If I had the Polaroid, maybe I would do that, because the invincibility you get from that is long enough that if you've got enough damage, you can kill him in that time, or within 2 or 3 hits. We're already into the 3rd form. I really wish this was a chess run. I really wish I already had the Polaroid unlocked. But I am unlocking the D6, which is going... Well, I have already unlocked the D6, which is super exciting. The D6 is one of the most fun items in the game. Also unlocking Rainbow Baby. I am about 100% sure that that is what you get from defeating Isaac with Blue Baby. Sweet, guys. That was an awesome run. I'm really happy about that. The D6 is really exciting. It's going to let me play a lot more like what I'm used to. It means that in general your runs are better. Just because, guess what? If there's a crappy item in an item room, you've got at least one shot to get a better item. At least. As long as you've got the D6 charged, obviously. And you can possibly, if not more likely than not, get another one, especially on later floors. So, great run. It started out a little bad. 4 Blue Baby losses in a row, followed by a pretty resounding win. A pretty strong victory. I can't complain about that. I really can't. It got a little worrisome in there, but double dead cat, which actually does not count towards Guppy. I still only had 1 Guppy item, despite that. I think from here on out, I'm going to make an attempt to get the Polaroid, or maybe switch it up and go for some challenges, because the challenges have some items that you can unlock that are really fun, and also just some really interesting runs in general. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the extra stuff that I'm editing in. It does take me a decent bit of time to edit those in, so hopefully you do. Hopefully you really do like them. If not, let me know, but I think they're really useful. I think giving me a place to place the annotations, to link to the quick guide videos, is really beneficial. Also because, just in general, you don't have to, you know, make sure that you click on the item in the window that it's visible on screen. You still kind of have to do that for use items, because I haven't really found anything good to do with that. I've got some other ideas on how to do some stuff, but overall, I had a lot of fun. As you can see, we got another piece of the Polaroid. I'm pretty sure you just have to beat Isaac 6 times. Maybe it's 5 times. I think it's 6, though. You have to beat Isaac 6 times, beat the Cathedral, and then you get the Polaroid. I don't think it's actually character specific. So I'm still only at 13 mom kills and 35 deaths, but that's also partially because I just killed myself 18 times in that run. Well, not 18. 16. I killed myself 16 times in that run. Which I'm pretty sure those deaths still count, which is unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. But we did unlock Rainbow Baby. That is, I'm like 95% sure. And actually, I once again have the secrets open over here. Yes, I was correct. By defeating the Cathedral and Isaac with Blue Baby, you unlock Rainbow Baby. And the D6 is from defeating the Womb 2 with Blue Baby. Now, something cute. This is the one that I wasn't sure about. We got it after defeating the Husk the first time. So it made me think that it was from defeating Wrath of the Lamb's boss, but it is actually finishing the Caves boss. Finishing the Caves, just the Caves, 20 times. So that should unlock Chad. I believe that unlocks Chad, but we already unlocked Little Chad for some reason. I want to say we did. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I thought we did. Yeah, we did, which is what you get from defeating Chad the first time. So we're kind of getting to see some of those bugs, some of those interesting things that happen in the Binding of Isaac. But hey, with a run like that, I really can't complain. So if you guys enjoyed it too, please like and or favorite the video. Leave a comment down below on something that you learned, something that you found interesting, or even if you've got suggestions. I'm not a perfect player, and I will not claim to be. So if you think that there's a way that I could improve my play, if there's something that I'm missing or something that maybe I got wrong, let me know. I'm more than willing to add an annotation to the video to correct things that I am constantly rambling about. So, I appreciate any and all feedback. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. I really like knowing that people who are learning stuff are watching and are receiving my content. Even if it's just a small audience, even just watching a single stream and giving advice and sharing my knowledge is really something that I enjoy doing, because I think that just improving one person's game experience at the cost of my time, and come on, my time is being spent playing the game itself, then I find it to be a really rewarding experience. So yeah, all that feedback is really helpful, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. So I will see you guys next time.